Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom, there lived a beautiful princess named Ava. Ava was a kind and gentle soul, loved by all who knew her. She had long golden hair and sparkling blue eyes that shone like the stars in the night sky. But Ava was different from other princesses. She had a special gift, the ability to communicate with magical creatures. Ava's parents, the king and queen, had always known that their daughter was special. They had seen her talking to animals and plants, and they had even caught glimpses of her making flowers bloom with a touch of her hand. But they had never understood the full extent of Ava's powers, and they had never encouraged her to develop them. That was until the day that Zephyr, the flying witch, arrived in the kingdom. Zephyr was a wise and powerful witch, with wings as delicate as a butterfly and hair as wild as the wind. She was on a mission to save the kingdom from a terrible curse that had been cast by a wicked sorcerer. The curse had been cast many years ago, and it had been slowly draining the life from the kingdom ever since. Crops were withering, rivers were drying up, and the people were falling ill. The king and queen had tried everything to break the curse, but nothing had worked. That was when Zephyr arrived, her wings beating powerful and slow as she soared through the skies. She had heard of the curse and had come to offer her help. The king and queen were desperate, and they eagerly accepted Zephyr's offer. Zephyr began by examining the curse and determining its source. She spent many long hours poring over ancient tomes and seeking out wise sages, and finally she discovered the secret to breaking the curse. But Zephyr knew that she couldn't do it alone. She needed the help of someone with Ava's special gifts, and so she sought out the princess and asked for her help. Ava was thrilled to be asked. She had always wanted to use her powers to help others, and now she had the chance. She eagerly accepted Zephyr's offer and began to learn the ways of magic from the flying witch. Together, Ava and Zephyr soared through the skies, using their combined powers to break the curse and save the kingdom. They encountered fierce dragons, mischievous fairies, and even a wicked sorcerer or two along the way. But with Zephyr's guidance and Ava's bravery, they were able to overcome every obstacle. As they flew, Zephyr taught Ava how to harness her own magical powers. Ava learned how to make flowers bloom with a touch of her hand, how to make animals come to her aid with a whisper in their ear, and how to make the very stars shine brighter in the sky. With Zephyr's help, Ava became a powerful witch in her own right. She used her powers to help those in need, and soon she was beloved throughout the kingdom. But the wicked sorcerer who had cast the curse was not yet defeated. He had one final trick up his sleeve, and he was determined to use it to destroy Ava and Zephyr once and for all. In a final desperate bid to save the kingdom, Ava and Zephyr flew straight into the heart of the sorcerer's lair. They battled fierce monsters and overcame treacherous obstacles, but in the end, it was Ava's own magic that proved to be the key to their victory. With a wave of her hand and a whispered spell, Ava banished the sorcerer and shattered the curse that had threatened to destroy the kingdom. Zephyr cheered, and the two friends hugged each other tightly, knowing that they had saved the kingdom and forged a bond that would last a lifetime. And so, Ava and Zephyr continued to soar through the skies, using their combined powers to protect the kingdom and keep its people safe. They were a familiar sight, the princess and the flying witch, and they were loved and revered by all who knew them. The story of Ava and Zephyr was passed down through the ages, a reminder of the power of friendship and the magic that can happen when two kindred spirits come together.